2-4 means nothing now. The 2021 openers in the books, and Michigan was dominant and really met expectations or possibly exceeded many, including Vegas as a 16-point favorite, routing Western Michigan. We got Justin Rowe on the line from Blue by 90 podcast. Please check out his podcast and, of course, follow him on Twitter at Justin Rowe 92. Justin, how's it going?
Doing well, doing well. I was just saying to you, it's just good to have a full, official weekend of college football back. We're not even at week 0. It's week 1 and it's complete. We've got one more game tonight. But it was a fun weekend to be back just watching college football. I was at Michigan Stadium as well, 110,000 there, and it just feels good to be back. That's for sure.
Western Michigan put a touchdown on the board to make it 7-7. Then after that, Michigan put it away. And like we talked about before we started to record, the type game that you're not going to come away and say, wow, what a performance, because they played some top-level team. But those games are on the schedule too, and Michigan didn't slough through a 24-13 win. They laid down the hammer, won the game, won it convincingly, did what you should do against a mid-tier MAC team.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, Western Michigan had 19 starters, I believe it was, coming back this year. So they are an experienced team. I don't know if they're the most talented team in the MAC, but they're a competitor in the MAC. They're no lay down in the MAC. And so with that being said, Michigan did what it was supposed to do against Western Michigan. And some people thought, because of what happened last year and because, we didn't know what was going on with Harbaugh, and there's a whole lot of headlines this offseason, how would Michigan come out in their first game back in the Big House with fans? And they laid down, the hammer. And so it was good to see. I thought in the beginning of the game, they struggle a little bit to establish the run, especially between the tackles. But once they got through it, they started wearing down Western Michigan. That offensive line broke open some holes. I thought Josh Gaddis did pretty well. Offensive coordinator had some creative plays to get some stuff around the edge, get his quarterback working, but not too much. And then Mike McDonald on the defensive side did well to hold Western Michigan. Kyle Ellaby is a great quarterback too. I think we could see him possibly at the next level, maybe as a practice squad type guy in the NFL. But all in all, I think it was a good performance by Michigan.
Of course, we want to start with the quarterback position, much made out of Cade McNamara, of course, winning the job. Jim Harbaugh being very specific and detailed about why Cade McNamara won the job over an experienced Alan Bowman and also, of course, the 5-star J.J. McCarthy. Cade McNamara got the support of that ground game that you talked about that took a few series to get rolling. But once they did, my goodness, almost 8 yards per carry, 335 on the ground. Cade McNamara, though the load was off his shoulders, but he hit 9 of 11, looked like he was running the offense capably.
Yeah, he ended up as, those stats aren't going to jump out. I don't think he's started his Heisman campaign with the stats from week 1, right? But, you look at his passing efficiency rating. He was number 1 in the Big Ten and 2nd in the country in passing efficiency rating last week. So, that's what Jim Harbaugh wants out of his quarterbacks. I think when you look at J.J. McCarthy, you know he's got the arm. He's got the talent. But with Cade McNamara, we talked about it. He's smart. He's not going to make those mistakes. He showed exactly what I think we want Cade McNamara to show. Reminded me a lot of Jake Rudock under Harbaugh in one of his first years here, right? And so I think Cade McNamara solidified himself as QB1. He made sure, even though JJ came in and threw a heck of a ball across the field to Dalen Baldwin, I thought Cade did really well. He controlled the game. He looked like a veteran leader. For a guy that's coming into a game for the first time under fans as a starter for Michigan, that can be intimidating when there's 110,000, even if it's your home crowd, right? He looked cool and calm. I thought he handled the pressure well. I thought he didn't make many mistakes at all. Even he had one incomplete pass, essentially. The other one was tipped at the line. I just thought Cade, if you're talking about exceeding expectations, Cade McNamara did that.